It's on. Hi, everybody. My name is Erica. I'm the student speaker today, probably because I'm the oldest in the class, I'm pretty sure. Thank you all for being here to celebrate today with us. It's been a long year. It's been a good year. You get to know each other pretty well in the nursing program, probably from all of that feeling pulses and listening to their lungs and their heart sounds, all of that good stuff. I am so excited to be here with all of you guys. This is the first step in a bright, bright future. You guys are all going to make wonderful nurses. You guys are good, caring people, and they've done this with the support of all of you guys because this isn't done alone. It takes a lot of time and a lot of commitment to complete this program. It was not easy. I just would like to tell you all that learning is a lifelong activity. You're going to do it for forever. And one of the best ways to learn is by making mistakes. So don't run out and make a bunch on purpose, but don't ever beat yourself up for any of them because you learned and you'll do better next time. And I think that's all anybody can do. So some of you I know are planning on continuing your education and going on to be an RN, or I think a few people even wanted to do physician assistant. I mean, there's just a lot of different goals in this group of people. And you guys are all super, super capable. You're gonna do amazing things. I am planning on probably staying in long-term care. I'll be a LPN with the elderly, and that's where I wanna go, so I'm gonna stay there. But you guys, wherever you decide to go, I would be happy to have you take care of me when I need it, because it'll be before all of you, or my parents, or anyone else. So I'm just happy to be here, and that's all I had to say. We have Michelle, our teacher, our favorite, and she's going to introduce everybody and who's pinning them. So.
Well, as Erica said, my name is Michelle Olszewski, and I am one of the nursing faculty that has had the privilege to work with all of these students over the last year. I've had some of them from the start, and then we finished today, was the very last day. So big congratulations to each of you. My role tonight is to announce each of the students as their loved ones present the pin. But before I announce each student, the students have asked me to share the rationale behind a pinning ceremony. The pinning ceremony itself is intended to mark a student's transition from student to professional nurse. The pin that each student will receive tonight symbolizes a nurse's readiness to provide care, their academic accomplishments, and their service to society. The ceremony tonight is truly meant to be a celebration for each of the students' successes and a time for you as their family and their friends and faculty to congratulate them on this major accomplishment. Each graduate tonight will be pinned by an individual they chose who has made a significant impact on their life while in nursing school. So at this time, I will call each student forward, along with the individual by whom they will be pinned. When I announce their name, please come to the stage for their pinning. And I think everybody has their pins already, but if not, we do have a few extra over here. So I will begin with Addie Abbott. Addie is being pinned by her friend and classmate, Brittany Davis. Addie would like to thank her boyfriend, Dakota, and her family for all of their support, and her dog, Bruno. Addie plans to continue working for Trinity Health at this time and return to school for her RN and eventually become a labor and delivery nurse. Next is Joseph Bagingo. Joseph is being pinned by his friend Espoir Dezay. Joseph wants to thank his wife, Jolie Dion Isabane, as she always supports him and pushes him to be the best person. He also wants to thank his family in large and classmates for always being there. Lastly, Joseph wants to thank the TRIO program. Joseph's future plan is to gain experience and to come back for the ADN program. Alexis Kadena. Alexis is being pinned by Kim Canute, her mentor and friend. Alexis wants to thank Kim, whose encouragement inspired her to pursue nursing school, and who continues to be like family to her, while showing her every day what it means to not only be an exceptional nurse, but to also be a remarkable person. She would also like to thank her mom and her fiance for listening to her rants every day and for supporting her in every way. Alexis plans to continue her education here at GRCC to pursue the RN program with the long-term goal of becoming a nurse practitioner. Kina Chick. Kina is being pinned by Ariana, her daughter and co-graduate. Kina says she is grateful and proud beyond words standing here with her daughter today. She also states that as we take our first steps into this new life, remember the first thing that will be waiting for us is fear. She says, just nod and keep walking. We were built for this. I'm not quite done. Kina, no, Kina would also like to share a sincere thank you to Aubrey, Vincent, and Dominic for riding the waves of this journey with her. She would also like to thank two amazing ladies in her life who have been impactful and consistent in their support for her and her family. She says she is the person she is today because of their example, Dee and Aunt Colleen. Kina's future plan is to gain experience at Corwell Cedar and to return to GRCC to complete the RN program. Her long-term goal is to provide end-of-life care working in hospice. Brittany Davis. Brittany is being pinned by Addie Abbott. She would like to thank her family and friends for their support and encouragement and for never letting her give up when things got tough. Also, she would like to make a shout out to Addie, Rachel, DeAndre, and all of the other classmates she got close with over these last several months. These were friendships that were formed in this program, and she honestly doesn't know how she would have survived without them. The tears, the encouragement, the late night studying, text messages back and forth, and constant therapy sessions. She will always be thankful for you helping her get there. Future plans for Brittany are to return to school to get her RN and to work in hospice or oncology at some point in her career. She also likes the idea of testing the waters and seeing what really grabs at her heartstrings. Ariana Eberly. Ariana is being pinned by her mom, Kina Chick. Ariana would like to give her mom a big thank you for all of her continued support throughout the program. Her future plans include returning to GRCC for the RN program and beyond. Exidi Gadabai. Exidi is being pinned by her mom, Maria. She would like to share that her biggest thank you goes to God for the grace he gave her every single morning. She would also like to thank her family for always supporting her and encouraging her to pursue education beyond high school. Without their excitement in her success, she wouldn't have been able to continue showing up on her bad days. She'd also like to give a shout out to her amazing cohort that always cheered for each other, and a special thank you to DeAndre Wallace for dragging her along through every semester with his endless support. Exidi plans to work at Rest Haven in Holland after graduation. Christiana McCoy. Christiana is being pinned by her dad, Christopher McCoy. She would like to say to her dad, "Thank you for all the support along the way. You have a wonderful sense of humor that can brighten my day when I am feeling down. I love that you tell me what I need to hear, even if I don't want to listen. I can always count on you to keep it real and have my back. You've always said it's us against the world, and I am grateful to have you by my side through each journey in my life. I love you, Dad. Thank you." Christiana would also like to thank her parents, Christopher, Quentin, and Aquanetta. They have been her biggest support system throughout this journey. They always know what to say to keep her motivated and to stop her from giving up when things get tough. Without their guidance, she says she doesn't know where she would be today. She would also like to thank Cleveland for helping her study by quizzing her when no one else could pronounce the medical terminology. She would also like to thank her grandma and the rest of her family for sending her encouraging words when she needed them most. This journey wasn't easy, but with all the support from those around her, she said it was possible, and she says thank you. Christiana plans to come back to GRCC to complete the ADN program to become a registered nurse, and she would love to be a correctional nurse and to provide care to the underserved populations in the future. Alan Padilla. Alan is being pinned by his wife, Michelle Padilla. Alan would like to thank his wife, Michelle, and his parents for their ongoing support throughout the program. Alan's future plans include working as an LPN and then returning to school to earn his RN. Jamima Polynice. Jamima is being pinned by her fiance and son. Jamima would like to thank her family members and friends for believing in her and for always supporting her along the way. And lastly, Jamima would like to thank God for giving her the strength to continue and to finish this program, especially when things felt impossible. Jamima's future plans include getting her license and to work at a facility and to further her education. Brendan Pulver. Brendan is being pinned by his mom, Corrine Pulver. Brendan wants to thank his mom for always believing in him and encouraging him through every step of this journey. He also wants to thank his siblings, Elena and Damon, as well as his dad for their love and support, his cousin Emily for helping him find his path, and his best friend Corinne for always being there to lean on. Each of you has lifted him up in ways you may not even realize, and he is so grateful to be standing here today because of your constant love. Brendan's future plans are to begin his nursing career at an assisted living facility and to continue to learn new skills. He hopes to further his education as an RN and to work in hospice someday. Erica Timmons. Erica is being pinned by her daughter, Katie Lindgren. Katie is a registered nurse, and Erica would like to thank Katie for her inspiration and motivation. Erica shares that she would not be here today if she had not had Katie's support. Erica plans to work as a nurse in either long-term care or possibly hospice. And last but not least is DeAndre Wallace Swansea. DeAndre is being pinned by his mom, Lori Wallace. DeAndre would like to thank his family, friends, and teachers for their support. Also, DeAndre wants to shout out his classmates, Exedy and Brittany, for being his closest support system within this program. And he'd also like to shout out to everyone in his class that took time to help him succeed in the program. DeAndre will be working at Mary Free Bed as an LPN, and he plans to continue his education with a long-term goal of owning a med spa. At this time, I'd just like to give the graduates a big round of applause and say congratulations. This does conclude the ceremony portion of tonight's festivities. The students asked that I please announce they would love to join you for some pictures up here on stage under the arch, or in the back, there's a little courtyard out there. Just be sure someone's standing by the door because I don't know if it locks, and I don't want anybody to get locked in the courtyard. But also there are cookies and cupcakes. So please enjoy the rest of the evening. Congratulations.
Thank you.